A uno de nuestros ILS TALK, Yongsuk Jang, Chairman CSTP de OCDE, que nos viene a hablar de megatendencias con su conferencia Megatrends Affecting Technology and Innovation. Welcome.
Thank you. Buenos días. Muchas gracias. That's it. That's only Spanish that I can say. Sorry. I deeply regret I couldn't have learned Spanish, even though I come to Colombia very often. Well, I'm currently serving as a chair for Committee for Science and Technology Policy at OECD. I'm the policy analyst by training, and this is that I'm going to talk about. Before touching this, I'd like to pick up some messages that you already heard in order to give you a context. Why do I saying this, mega trend? Well, first of all, thank you for Juliana, right? Thank you for he beautifully described how innovation is occurred. Especially, I totally agree with you and deeply touched by you saying vision and imagination comes before innovation. Yesterday, Simone talked about the Jugaad innovation, solving problems, focusing on problems is actually a driver for innovation. But how about scaling up this personal level or community level innovation into national level? Probably you may get much higher, much bigger values to your country, your community, and your society. That's why public policy is really care about it. Public policy is really concerned about to upgrading, scaling up these innovations and speeding up to make more values and higher values and make you all in a good well-being. That's the policy. Policy is taking care of innovation, but public policy is really has to serve in terms of two things. One is that give you a playing ground that you, with innovation, has to play. That playing ground has to have rules, right? These rules set by public policy. And also with this set of rules, public policy is really trying to serve you, to promote your imagination, your vision, your innovation capacities. That's public policy is really matter. Now, here another point that I would like to pick up from the yesterday was the first presentation delivered by Bruce and is present, I believe, right? he analyzed very beautifully. And he put a lot of analysis, and he analyzed that Colombia is ranked like that in innovation terms. Here, we should pay attention to why other countries are better than Colombia, and why other countries are behind of the Colombia. Because the playing ground, ecosystem is different. Some ecosystem is much better than the others. So, public policy is really pay attention to making better ecosystems for innovation. Now, what I'm going to talk about today is, let's go up a little bit higher, at global level. At global level, what is the trend and what is the issue, the key issues in these days? This is what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to be short in order to get some questions and comments from you. Okay, probably you may disappointed because you expected to have very good list of megatrends, but I put all megatrends in one slide. This one slide show you all what I'm going to talk about. All right. Now, you remember that we all remember we get through very hard times last 3 years with the COVID-19. This COVID-19 has been unprecedented crisis that all affected on. But we get through it relatively very short time. With what? With the innovation. The vaccine, normally it took more than 10 years in the market. But it has shown up within a year, and everyone got the vaccination. And it saved lots of millions lives. Now, and another challenge that we are encountered is climate change. Probably all of you are already sense the impact of this climate change. It is really big matter, and it make very strange weathers. And in many scientists forecast that if we continue this climate change, probably in very near future, we will get through the tipping point which is we cannot go back. So, global world is recognize this climate change as a crisis. Even someone says a climate emergency. And this climate change also affect on biodiversity. I know Colombia is one of the richest biodiverse country. If this climate change effect on biodiversity continue it, probably you may lose your rich biodiversity very soon. Another challenge that growth is faced on is geopolitical tensions. Probably all of you know that superpowers is really have a big tensions. Here, I would like to underline that what is the focus of these geopolitical tensions? Technologies, innovations. Innovation becomes the object, the central issue of these geopolitical tensions. And emerging technologies. Emerging technologies, you know, he already mentioned that artificial intelligence. Not only artificial intelligence, but also synthetic biology. You can create any lives. Quantum technology may provide you breakthrough, not just a breakthrough, totally different world. Immersive technologies, you can name it. Many other emerging technologies are there. And we already got big benefits from these emerging technologies. Nonetheless, you also see big risk byproducts that these technologies is providing. Well, we should be careful about it. We should prevent them. And so maximize the benefits of these technologies can provide to the society, but also minimize the risk these technologies may produce. This is the big concern. So I can describe the megatrends, global megatrends, into two categories. The first categories are challenges, grand challenges, not just one community or countries, but all over the globe. These challenges are there. And these challenges more often to become a poly crisis or permanent crisis. The other dimension is technology geopolitics. Geopolitical tensions around technologies. So taking into these challenges, global international organizations like OECD is really pay attention to how to respond these challenges. That's why OECD has held ministerial meeting just 1 month ago, last April. Major countries' ministers, especially in the field of science, technology, innovation, education, and research, come together. How to deal with these challenges. And they deeply discuss about what policy change we need and how to govern the technology. So main 2 points are transformative STI policy and anticipatory technology governance. Why do we need it? In order to make a better future. Better future of characteristic is more resilient and more sustainable and more inclusive future. We are targeting for that. To make this future, we don't know when we can accomplish this goal, but definitely what we need now is to change our policy to make it happen and achieve this better future. Okay, now I'm done, but I'm gonna add a little bit more, some specifics of what OECD is right now, focusing on. Okay. For example, COVID-19. As soon as COVID-19 has happened, OECD has been very much quick to respond it, to find it out trying to find it out any policy experiences that we can bring up and respond quickly to it. So a lot of publications were there and collect each country's responses, policy responses, and get the data and provide it to the world. Another one is net zero. Well, to respond to climate change, climate emergency, OECD is paying a lot of efforts to it. But at the level of CSTP, what I'm working with is carry out many projects. For example, mission-oriented policies for net zero. In order to effectively and efficiently tackle this net zero target, we need very clear mission-oriented policies with the science, technology, innovation. For that, we created a special portal at STEP Compass, which is one of the world's largest database on public policies for science, technology policy. And also, CSTP is participating in cross-cutting big project on the Net Zero Plus project. And also, OECD is, have global green growth and sustainable development forum each year. There, CSTP is contributing a lot. Let's turn to geopolitical tensions. One of the major factors is rising of China. Well, this figure shows that throughout the last 20 years, China improved their innovation capacities a lot. Not just a lot, very fast, accelerating. So almost reach the capacities of United States. Of course, the other countries, including Europe, is increasing, but the speed is not beating the China's. In terms of the R&D expenditure and their researchers, it is almost equal to United States. Relatively, Europe countries are a little, staying. In terms of the connection, interactions on science, technology, and innovation, in 2000, the portion of China was less than 15%. But now, more than 40% of China is linked to the other countries. So, what it means is that before, global society and countries think that security is there. Science, technology, innovation is another subject, and economy is different area. They think separately. Just, trying to figure out how they link it. But now, in these days, security concerns, economic concerns are really interlinked with the science, technology, innovation strategy. I would even say that the central concern in national security, national economic growth, and national competitiveness, science, technology, and innovation becomes the most critical factor. That's why big powers are really concerned about competitors' capacity on innovation. Facing these geopolitical, technological tensions, each country responds very dramatically and very quickly. But we can categorize them, their policies, into three pillars. The first one is protection. They want to protect their knowledge, technological knowledge, not leaking out. And the other pillar is promotion. Okay, now we need more actively promote the advancement of our technologies, our technological knowledges, and make more innovation. And third pillar is projection. This protection and promotion strategy cannot be sustained without having global linkages, without a global favorable landscape. So trying to link with like-minded countries and making more favorable global conditions for doing these two strategies. So these are examples that superpowers has deployed over the last few years. In the case of China, Made in China 2025 has been one of the main policy strategies, and there's many others. Of course, you may heard of Chips and Science Act that United States has passed a few years ago. Inflation Reduction Act, like that. So these acts in public policies is really targeting to promote and protect and make a projection toward to making their strategies. So these backgrounds are summarized in STI Outlook 2023, and I would strongly recommend you to find it out, this one, and look at. Probably you may sense what are there. And with that background, last month we had a CSTP ministerial meeting. These are the group photos for it. Here, Colombia has played pivotal role as a vice chair for this ministerials. And since time is run out, I would like to quickly say the ministerial meetings focus is a shared challenge and a transformative action, and produce the two main deliverables, which is Agenda for Transformative STI Policy, and the other one is Framework for Anticipatory Governance of Emerging Technologies. I have good reference, but let me give you the essence of it. Why transformative STI policies? For making better future, we need to change our policy. And what policy we have to change in what? This outcome publication really address how. And another one is anticipatory technology governance. In order to avoid risk of emerging technology, but promoting upgrading the benefits of emerging technologies, what we should do and how to approach that. This publication really gives you an insight on it. Okay, now let me conclude it. Then, what should you do for now, for better future? I draw these 4 insights or conclusion. First, we have to share global challenges. We are not the exception. We are part of the growth. We have to commit ourselves to challenge these global problems. And we need to have transformative STI policies. We need to change our policies toward to science, technology, and innovation. Another one is anticipatory technology governance. In order to maximize our benefits and minimize the risk, we have to see how the emerging technologies will progress. We have to have better anticipatory capacities to it. The last but least is cooperation. In order to challenge these ones, we have to collaborate internationally. Let me stop here. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. If you have any burning questions or comments, if not, thank you so much. Muchas gracias.